You have J.D. Vance posting memes of himself as Donald Trump's trad wife. You have Donald Trump posting memes of himself popping out of a Thanksgiving turkey in front of President Joe Biden, Nancy Pelosi, and others. You see Liz Cheney and Chuck Schumer and Adam Schiff posting videos and photos of that over Thanksgiving. And you have Elon Musk by Donald Trump's side, not Melania, as they play YMCA on repeat over and over again. That's what Donald Trump is doing. I mean, how unserious is that, while there's very serious things taking place in the world? For example, Syrian rebels have entered Aleppo for the first time in 8 years during a shock offensive. Of course, Vladimir Putin supports Syria's dictator Assad, and so does Donald Trump's director of national intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, who went to Syria after Syria used chemical weapons against its own people many years ago. This is an issue that needs to be addressed during Tulsi Gabbard's confirmation hearing. It's also a blow to Vladimir Putin. What else is going on in the world as J.D. Vance is posting images of himself being Donald Trump's wife? That's a real image J.D. Vance posted. Well, Canada is now examining its own retaliatory tariffs against the United States to inflict pain on the U.S. For example, in the past, when Donald Trump tried to tariff Canada, they imposed tariffs, for example, on whiskey coming from Tennessee and Kentucky in order to retaliate against Mitch McConnell, or they imposed tariffs on certain goods that are produced in Wisconsin as a way to flex their muscle against Paul Ryan back in the day. So, I mean, it should be noted that Canada is the top export destination for 36 U.S. states, nearly 3.6 billion Canadian dollars worth of goods and services cross the border each day. But notice Donald Trump not attacking Vladimir Putin right now. He's going after Canada. And for all of the members of the Conservative Party in Canada who have been sucking up to Donald Trump and saying, oh, it's going to be great, it's going to be great. Well, how does it feel right now when that's going on? Also, we're hearing from retailers who are telling consumers right now, it's urgent. Get your shopping in now because prices are about to go up under Donald Trump. But while all of this is going on, don't worry, folks. J.D. Vance is continuing to post images of himself pretending to be Donald Trump's wife, while Elon Musk roams around Mar-a-Lago, coming up with ways to inflict economic hardship on we, the people. That's what we need. Billionaires who inflict economic hardship. Or how about Donald Trump's new trade representative who says that in order to terminate relations with China, we all need to suffer some short-term pain right here. Or how about Senator Joni Ernst, who Elon Musk has tapped? Yes, Elon Musk was not elected. Yet he's serving as a co-president right now to inflict pain on we the people. And now Senator Joni Ernst is talking about make them squeal, how she's going to make the government squeal. What, you're going to make our Social Security squeal? Are you going to make Medicare squeal? Are you going to make healthcare squeal? Is that what you think government is, making things squeal? Because that's not my view of it. My view is uplifting people and helping people, not inflicting pain on my fellow Americans and making people squeal. But it's okay, because while Donald Trump is posting photos of himself popping out of turkeys, dancing to the YMCA, desertion threatens to starve our ally Ukraine's forces at a crucial time in its war with Russia, the Associated Press reports. And Putin threatens Kyiv decision makers after striking the energy grid. Oh, and remember the ceasefire that we discussed a few days ago between Israel and Lebanon? Well, they're now trading accusations of ceasefire violations against each other. For example, we know that Israel struck Hezbollah facilities in southern Lebanon, and some in the Lebanese are saying, well, that's kind of a violation. You're attacking our lands right now. Also, remember Donald Trump said that he was going to bring peace between Israel and Hamas even before he assumed office. Well, Israeli strikes kill dozens more in Gaza over the past few hours. which seems to be like an hourly event taking place. And meanwhile, Hamas terrorists attacked an Israeli bus in the West Bank and at least 8 were injured. But it's all right, folks, because J.D. Vance is posting memes of himself pretending to be a trad wife. Look, I think people are getting absolutely livid at this stuff. And I mean, you can see some of the comments here. I mean, just take a look at what some of the people have posted with respect to J.D. Vance's meme of himself and the weird meme of himself. Here, let's take a look. People are saying the following. They're posting. Here's one. I thought Elon was the first lady. Vance really made himself a housewife. Let's take a look at more. Remember when calling these guys weird was triggering to them? You'd think they'd be used to it when you see posts like this. MJ writes, this mother effer posted this himself. Y'all VIP sees himself as a woman. JD Vance coming out as a trans woman was not on my 2024 bingo card. I mean, they spend the last 2 weeks like attacking. I mean, they spent the whole campaign attacking trans. Anyway, go on and on. Dan Wilbur goes, this photo makes sense because they're planning to carve the country up and make sure only white people can have it. But not all white people. They want to make sure that the 0.01% white people can have it. The people who hang out at Mar-a-Lago. Okay, the billionaires, not the factory workers who they lied to, not the people who they say, the service workers who they've said no tax on tips. And by the way, to all of you service workers who fell for this con on this no tax on tip stuff, again, in Trump's first administration, his policy was that your tips belong to the boss, that you don't own your tips, your boss owns your tips. So if you think about no tax on tips, if your boss owns your tips and then there's no tax on it, does it sound like a tax avoidance scheme to you for rich people to claim your earnings as a tax exemption for themselves as a way to hide their money? I don't know. It just may be that. The guy who screwed workers his whole life may have screwed you too. Could you have fathomed that one? Anyway, it goes on to say, someone goes, why would you go on to post this yourself? Oh, and then these photos of Elon Musk sitting next to Donald Trump in Mar-a-Lago at Thanksgiving. Love some of these comments here. Take a look at some of these. Bro, has Elon Musk sitting next to him instead of his own wife? Someone goes, our first lady, Elon Trump. Can't wait for them to inevitably have a huge falling out and argue back and forth on Twitter. Is this their wedding reception? Elon has a first lady before Grand Theft Auto 6. Oh, Elon as our first lady before GTA 6 is crazy. Is Elon his VP? Where's Vance? We saw Vance. Vance is posting memes of himself as Donald Trump's wife. I guess they're each competing. Can someone explain to me how in the hell did Elon Musk become vice president? Hey now, Alania is first lady, not vice president, LOL. He elected himself. I never even saw the vice president. Is he around? He is. He's posting memes of himself, pretending to be Trump's trad wife. It's likely watching someone goes about Trump and Musk. It's like watching two TikTokers become friends and we're waiting for the big fallout. Someone goes, Elon has a family, by the way. Someone goes, this is not how I would spend my time if I had that much money. It's a great point. Doesn't this all feel so small and so loserish? Is it just me? Like, this doesn't feel like the president of the United States. It's such a loser move. It's why our enemies are laughing at us and our allies are like, what the hell are you doing, America? What in the world is this? Like, it's weird, it's dangerous, and it's just strange, and it just looks so small. As I've always said before, like, if the CEO of a company behaved this way, you can't run things like this. Now, this is the United States of America. I mean, it's humiliating to us all. It's humiliating to us all. It goes on to say, has Elon become that person that just self-invites himself to every event? All of that money there can't convince me that they truly care for the middle and lower class. Of course they don't. They care about making themselves richer. Speaking of which, take a look who's there. Zuckerbucks. Mark Zuckerberg was there. See this photo that Patriot takes uncovered of himself standing next to Donald Trump. I mean, all these people. It's so lame and it's so obvious that they're here just to screw we the people. They're here to screw workers. They're here to they're going to do the biggest wealth grab ever. And look, I think our role at the MeidasTouch network is we got to call it out. It's why even in this video, sure, I could spend lots of time mocking JD Vance and Trump's thing. That's not the broader point is a focus on you and focus on most Americans and we the people about how what they're doing with maybe the memes and stuff is all a distraction. They're trying to pick your pockets. They're trying to steal from you through their tax schemes, through their governance policies. That's what they're trying to do. That's what they're going to do. And it's important that we recognize it and reflect on this together in real time. Thank you for watching. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 4 million subscribers together.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Meidas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.